Dear anyone who held it together today when everything inside them was falling apart. You know that feeling, right? Where someone asks, "Are you okay?" And you say, "Yeah, I'm fine." Not because you are, but because explaining how you actually feel just seems like too much work right now. If that's you, stay with me. Because I think you've been strong for a really long time. And I think you're exhausted in a way that nobody around you fully sees. And by the end of this letter, I want to tell you something nobody probably has in a while. Let's talk about what being strong actually looks like. It looks like waking up tired and getting up anyway. It looks like carrying your own problems while also being the person everyone else comes to with theirs. It looks like saying, "I'm okay," so many times you've almost started believing it yourself. It looks like crying in the shower because that's the one place nobody can hear you. Or driving home from work and just sitting in the car for 5 extra minutes before you go inside and have to be okay again. It looks like smiling through an entire meeting while your mind was somewhere else completely, already falling apart. It looks like answering everyone's texts, being there for all of them, but ignoring the quiet voice inside you that's been asking, "But who's checking on you?" Sound familiar? You're the one who holds things together, the one who doesn't fall apart in public, the one people say is so strong, like it's a compliment. And maybe it used to feel like one, but lately, it just feels like a job you never signed up for and can't figure out how to quit. Here's something worth knowing. You didn't just decide one day to be the strong one. Something or someone taught you that falling apart wasn't allowed. Maybe you grew up in a house where showing emotion made things worse, where crying got you told to stop, where asking for help made you feel like a burden. Or maybe it wasn't even that dramatic. Maybe you just noticed over time that when you were struggling, nobody really showed up for you. So you stopped expecting them to. You stopped reaching out. You learned to handle it yourself. For others, it came later. A hard season, a loss, a relationship that taught you that leaning on people leads to disappointment. So strength became your armor. And armor works. It really does. It kept you safe. It kept you going. It got you through things that should have broken you. But here's what nobody tells you about wearing armor for too long. It gets heavy. And eventually, you forget what it felt like to put it down. And sometimes, you forget there's even a person underneath it who's allowed to need things too. Let's be honest about the cost of this. When you're always the strong one, you start to disappear a little. Not all at once, just slowly. You stop talking about your own problems because you don't want to be a burden. You help everyone else process their feelings, but you don't know what to do with your own. You keep going. You keep showing up. You keep being reliable, being there, being fine. Until one day you're sitting somewhere completely ordinary, maybe just doing the dishes or lying in bed at night, and this wave of exhaustion hits you that has nothing to do with how much sleep you got. It's deeper than that. It's the exhaustion of pretending, of managing, of holding the weight of your own life plus pieces of everyone else's, alone. And the worst part? You're so good at it that nobody even thinks to ask if you're okay. So what do you do with this? Because I'm not going to tell you to just let people in or ask for help more. You've probably heard that before, and it probably didn't feel as simple as it sounds. Here's something smaller, something you can actually do. Next time someone asks how you are, instead of "I'm fine," try, "It's been a lot lately." That's it. You don't have to explain everything. You don't have to open up completely. Just, "It's been a lot lately." 3 things can happen. 1, they don't notice and move on. And that's okay. You've lost nothing. 2, they ask, "What's going on?" And you get to decide how much to share. 3. They say, "Yeah, me too." And suddenly, you're not alone in it. You're not being weak by saying this. You're practicing something your nervous system never learned, that it's safe to let people know you're carrying something, just a little at a time. And if your exhaustion feels bigger than a conversation can fix, talking to a mental health professional isn't giving up on being strong. It's the strongest thing you could actually do. Dear anyone who has been strong for longer than they can remember, you are allowed to be tired. Not tired, but still pushing through. Just tired. You are allowed to have a hard day without immediately looking for the lesson in it. You are allowed to say, "This is too much for me right now," without feeling guilty about it. You have been showing up for everyone else for so long. Maybe it's time to show up for yourself the same way. Not because you're weak, but because you matter too. And the people who are so strong are usually the ones who most needed someone to just sit with them and say, "I know you're tired. You don't have to be okay right now. I've got you." So here it is. From this letter to you. You don't have to be okay right now. And that's not weakness. That's the most human thing there is. If this letter found you today, just leave one word in the comments that describes what you've been carrying lately. One word. Or if words feel like too much right now, just write, "Still here." Because someone else is going to scroll through these comments tonight, exhausted and holding everything alone. And your one word might be the thing that reminds them they're not the only one. I'll see you in the next letter.